Oh, there you are, YouTube. We're going to watch the Matrix 4 trailer. I've actually already watched it twice, but I want to go over some things that I'm catching for the third time, I guess. Or catching for the first time during the first viewing. Playing with fire, though, because I'm going to watch it on this old busted iPad, which only has 4% power on it. I don't know anything about YouTube copyright stuff. I know a lot of people will have like the trailer playing right here, or maybe in this area or up here. I don't know how to do that. I'm just using my phone, and I know some people who do that and then their video gets taken down. Some people do it and their video stays up. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that stuff. So I'm just going to watch it on here, and then every once in a while I'll be like, oh my goodness, look at that. Look at this. What does this mean? Let's talk about it. So I'm going to play it. Hopefully there's enough power here for us to get through the entire thing. 8%, I think we'll be okay. Let's go, as they say on YouTube. Let's go. Oh, a cat. There was a cat. We know cat because the deja vu. Deja vu. What was that? That usually means there's a glitch in the Matrix. I don't have a Matrix shirt, but I wore a shirt with cats on it, and they are on Abbey Road in outer space on the moon. They're astronauts. I thought that would be something slightly relatable to the Matrix, so that's why I did that.
Triggered right now. Can you tell me what happened?
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams.
NPH is his psychiatrist. He's in therapy right now. Here we have that classic green stuff going on. Okay, lots of clips that looked like it was from this movie, not the past movies, but we were seeing some things like when Neo is in that little egg thing with all the wires and stuff in his head, all that. And there's NPH right there, little Doogie Howser.
Am I crazy?
Keanu has long hair.
We don't use that word in here.
Looking awful lot like John Wick. Green. Jefferson Starship. A duck on his head. Why is there a duck on his head?
Hi.
Should I stop this song? Look, it looks like he's in a coffee shop with Trinity. They're about to shake hands, and then she's going to be like, wait a second, do we know each other? So right now they don't know each other. What happened at the end of Matrix 3? There was like... Okay, what happened at the end of Matrix 3? It was... he gets carried off, right? Is he dead or is he alive? I can't remember. He's just kind of like unconscious, I think. Maybe he wakes up. Neo wakes up. He's carried away. Morpheus, did he die? I just watched these not that long ago and made an entire video about revisiting these movies, and I'm having a tough time remembering what happened. I remember at the end, the architect and Oracle are talking about a truce, and where they are located looks like it's a new Matrix is formed. Perhaps is that where we are here? I can't remember. Let's see. Ooh, look at that handshake.
Have we met?
Have we met? Neo says, I don't think so. He's chugging blue pills. Chugging blue pills. So he's in the Matrix, right? Chugging those blue pills. Got some nice lens flares happening. It looks very different than the other Matrix movies. Oh, blue pills. What? Why does it look different? Crisper, maybe? It just appears smaller overall, but I think it's like the coffee shop, the city, the quietness of it. Jefferson Starship, airplane, like, where's the techno, right? I think that is also a little confusing. I mean, I obviously we get why they chose this song, Rabbit Hole. White Rabbit. Gosh, what is the song called? White Rabbit? I can't remember. Alice? I don't know. But that is clear why that song was chosen. But I just associate The Matrix with techno so much that this is throwing me off. So maybe it's that, along with the coffee shop visuals and things like that. And his hair. Blue pills everywhere. He just looks like Keanu there, wearing that stocking cap. Okay, we see a mirror, Alice in Wonderland. Now what do we got there? Is that Morpheus? Morpheus's son? Young Morpheus? A remade Morpheus? Is it the Matrix projecting a new Morpheus? Why isn't it Lawrence Fishburne? This is, his name escapes me right now, but Dr. Manhattan, Candyman, Manta, in all sorts of stuff. Big actor right now, but his name escapes me. There's the rabbit.
You're going to have to follow me.
I think we need some computers, too. We need to see... Ooh, that looks cool. We need to see some computers, internet. I mean, we're all on the internet right now, but like in 99... Oh, okay, watch this. Watch what he's going to do. Right there, he does that move in The Man of Tai Chi, which is Christmas. I love a Christian film. He does that in Man of Tai Chi, which was directed by Keanu Reeves. And I wonder if Keanu was like, you know what? Is it okay if I, add something from my film into this? And Lana was, probably like, yeah, sure, go ahead. Also, just directed by Lana, not Lily. Just one Wachowski here. We're not getting both Wachowski siblings. All right. Action. That part was kind of cool. Here's the thing, though. We've advanced so far when it comes to action, special effects, CGI. None of this looked that spectacular or new, except for maybe that part where Trinity was like unfolding. But I feel like we even saw that with Kevin Bacon. Blah, blah, blah. Kevin Bacon did something similar to that in X-Men First Class, where he like sort of divided his body during some energy thing. The agents right there, they're back. We got some, wall walking that is very similar to stuff that we've seen. Oh my goodness, this part right here. But wall walking that just sort of reminds me of Inception a little bit, which, reminds one of The Matrix. So, but right here, look at what Keanu's doing. How can I... Look at that. When he's stopping those bullets, I think that part probably gave me the most goosebumps and things like that. When I watched this, I was just like, oh my goodness, I had like goosebumps all forming down my legs. That part was just so great. But I think a lot of...
After all these years, to be going back to where it all started.
The therapy room, we're back there with Christoph from... Oh, look at all that green. Christoph from... There we go. Matrix theme. Christoph from the Frozen. Who is he, like the new Mr. Smith, maybe? So this movie's called Matrix... What was it called? I already missed it. Resurrections. Yeah. So... It feels different, and I think the lack of techno is doing that to me. Like... I don't know. And also just these like domestic spaces. Not domestic, but just ordinary spaces. We're seeing Neo in a coffee shop. We're seeing Neo in a therapy office. And it doesn't look all like industrial 90s techno, right? Which is very much associated with the Matrix movies. We're not seeing him in the glasses. We're not seeing him in a sharp black suit or whatever those, gowns or whatever he was wearing. So it has a very different look to it. The aesthetic just doesn't quite have that 90s, I don't know, like Blade, the first Blade movie. That looks like a Matrix movie. Dark City, I don't know, all those, what do you call that? Techno noir, techno punk, I don't know, those types of things. Cyberpunk, that's what I was looking for. We're not given that sort of stuff. So I don't know. I think I'm losing my point. What I'm trying to say is that coffee shop, all of that type of setting makes this movie feel a little bit more contained and small. I know they were showing fast clips of a lot of action and things like that, so we never really got a chance to settle into those, so I'm sure it will be very much an action movie like the other ones, but what we were given here, it felt like I was watching, I don't know, just like When Harry Met Sally, or The Shop Around the Corner, you know, movies like that. Well, You've Got Mail is what I mean, you know, when they're at Starbucks, or when you know, and you've got, or Harry Met Sally, when they're trying to order a sandwich and it takes 1,000 hours. I know those comparisons are awful, but basically what we're given just for right now makes it feel like a much smaller movie. But those clips, those quick little clips, do still tell us that this will be a larger action film. I'm hoping that Lana pushes the envelope best way she can with special effects. I don't know. This one looks like it's more going to be more focused on. Well, I don't know. I'm just like. I remember James Cameron. I saw this interview with James Cameron, because James Cameron, every movie he makes, he's like, I'm going to push the envelope, I'm going to invent something. And that's what they did with the first Matrix, right? And James Cameron was like, I don't like these new Star Wars movies, like Force Awakens or whatever. Because he was like, they're just using what is available. What I like about George Lucas, when he made the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy, is he was changing cinema. He was changing films, the future of film and filmmaking with new technologies, but these new ones are just using what is available. And that's, I guess, my concern here. I don't know if it's a concern, because do you really have to push the envelope every time when it comes to inventing technology, CGI? I don't know. But that's what the first Matrix is known for. And this one doesn't look like it will be known for that. But what really can be known for that anymore? Like Avatar was the last thing to do something like that, where we're all like, whoa. And I don't know, maybe the Planet of the Apes movies, the new ones, but I feel like Avatar, Lord of the Rings, things like that were changing the game. So does this movie need to change the game when it comes to special effects? Maybe it doesn't need to, because it's the fourth one. The first one did it. The job's been done. I don't know. I'm just kind of going through this in my head right now. Anyway, did you like the trailer? I'm still hyped for it. My wife is in love with Keanu Reeves. I love Keanu Reeves. We had an entire Keanu Reeves marathon. I've seen every single movie he has ever been in, except one, because one is not available. Nobody's seen it unless it was shown, unless you were at that film festival. But every TV movie he's been in, every theatrical movie he's been in, I've seen. I've, revisited these movies, made a video about it. But yeah, I got all sorts of Keanu Reeves content. So just look, Keanu Reeves and Pure Hangout and you will find it. Put that in the search bar if you're interested in talking more about Keanu Reeves. I just, we watched Speed for his birthday, which was, last week or so. So, yeah. Big Keanu Reeves fans in this household. My wife and I are very excited about this movie, and she's thinking he's looking mighty handsome in this movie, and I agree with that. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I like all the Matrix movies. I mean, I think I like one, obviously the best, then 3, then 2, I think is my order. I just like in the third one they have all the mecha suits, and they're shooting down all those squids and things, and I think that looks cool. The second one has those cool ghosts, that part's kind of cool. But I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens here. Will it push the envelope, or will it use what is available? Does it need to push the envelope when it comes to action, special effects, and things like that? I don't know. I'm wrestling with that in my head right now. Do you think it needs to? Is that a challenge that needs to happen, or should it just focus on story? Which this one, I think this one feels like it's probably going to do that. Be more on story. Maybe. I don't know. I'm only saying that because of the subdued nature of the coffee shop and therapy office. Obviously, there's more to the movie. That was probably just the very beginning of the movie. So, who knows? Anyway, I'm just going around in circles, thinking out loud, and I think I'm going to go ahead and stop. But yeah, who's ready for Matrix 4? I know I am. And perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.